variations, different shapes, colors, idiosyncrasies, because obviously the travelers will want that. It's not like they'd ever declare just one type to be beautiful and then desperately try to imitate it. No, of course not, agrees Jollis. That would be ridiculous. He moves toward the window. Do you want to see where they're going? Miriam freezes, her insides suddenly aflutter. She does want to see, doesn't she? The others have been working so hard and with such secrecy. Finally she nods, and Jollis pulls back the curtain. Miriam, he says, allow me to present Earth. There in the window is a shining, distant orb so lovely it is almost painful to behold. Crimson fires warm it from within, while a yellow sun bathes it in light. Argent clouds swirl over an intricate mosaic of tawny sands and emerald wilds. And everywhere the sparkling blue of water, gathered in vast oceans, rushing madly in rivers, falling from an ethereal sky. Though she should be elated, Miriam feels oddly cold, almost numb. She can't seem to find her voice, but Jollis's expectant gaze is on her. It's magical, she says. Pretty sweet, right? They say it can accommodate up to 2 billion people. Any more than that would be a disaster. So, it's ready to go? Jollis nods happily. Just waiting on the vessel. The vessel. Miriam turns back to look at the body on the table. The lingering doubt within her finally crystallizes into a clear danger, a peril against which she might still be able to offer some defense. She begins to shoo Jollis out of the room. Right, she says. The vessel. Almost there. Just one last thing. But you said it was done. Just about, she says. You can't rush these things, after all. Once Jollis has been successfully ushered out, Miriam returns to the body. She takes one last look at the wondrous new world shining in the window. Then she gets to work. By the time Jollis returns, Miriam is slumped beside the table, exhausted. She rises to greet him. He gives her a nervous nod and turns his attention to the body, immediately discerning her latest and final edit, a small cavity inside the chest, shaped vaguely like a crescent, nestled beside the heart. Jollis pales. When he finally speaks, his voice is brittle. There's a hole in it. No, says Miriam. It's... What did you take out? Nothing. But what's supposed to go there? Jollis gestures urgently. What's missing? Nothing's missing, says Miriam. It's complete. Jollis gapes at her as if she just proclaimed she was a jelly bean. But there's a hole in it. It's not a hole, she insists. Jollis's distress jangles her nerves, threatening her newfound certainty. It's an empty space. He doesn't seem to hear her. You need to fix it, he says. Change it back. It's too late, says Miriam. Look. She points to the eyes of the body. Though they remain closed, the skin of the eyelids undulates as the eyes dart and roll beneath the surface. What's it doing? Asks Jollis. Dreaming, she says. First comes the dreaming, then everything else. Jollis begins to shake until Miriam fears he will shatter. Instead, he begins to move around the room, searching. Okay, don't panic, he says. We'll just fill the hole before it wakes up. He gathers up fragments of cloud from the corners of the room and packs them together, then stuffs them into the crescent-shaped cavity, careful not to disturb the adjacent heart. He draws back and watches as the white mist expands to fill the space. The clouds are restless things, and this one dissipates, dissolving like fog in the morning sun, leaving the emptiness behind. Jollis grimaces. He begins to gather the divine light of the room itself, sweeping it up in great heaps, until his visage is ablaze, and the corners of the room retract into shadow. He squeezes the light down, pressing it into the cavity, illuminated now from both within and without. The crescent space is striking in its beauty. Yet light being what it is, it cannot fill the void. No, moans Jollis. He turns to the shelf full of colored bottles. What are these? Emotions, says Miriam. The full